Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like.
That's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12-inch floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up. Same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, football fans, as we get a look inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Ready to get this game started. Here's John Parker Romo. And we're underway in Atlanta. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Wait, team. Wait.
They send a tight end in motion.
Out.
From the gun, a run for Madison. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. It's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready.
2 and out from the gun. His first throw is an interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
The second down pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. John Parker Romo out to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready, son? Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Caught. This is Greg Dulcich. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
1st down, here's Tua. We'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Out of the gun, Madison. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. So I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him.
Ready up.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Hits a seam at the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. Touchdown! The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Romo's point after is good. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
All right, come on.
Tua setting up to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. Past the 35. And he has this all the way first down, Miami.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Go ahead.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa setting up the running back screen. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's Tua again. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On first down, here's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
And the Falcons first down.
From the shotgun, Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and we'll see what they do here on second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Got a man, it's Drake London. Gets it to the 15, and he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Drake London with the touchdown. Romo adds the point after. And the Falcons push their lead to 21-zip already.
Falcons nothing. John Parker Romo.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pin. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could ever cut the curl route.
This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
First down. A gain of 7.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow. That's why I never ask
2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Ready. Ready, team. Ready.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Completed over the middle. He's got it in the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Grab check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He could get there. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an excited return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Running back, motioning right. Tagovailoa on first down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Go ahead.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. He takes it down to the 33. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
down, Miami.
Benson now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. They said with that sack in mind, Brock, we all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Tua now from the gun. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Ryan Diablo there on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That's caught for the first. And he only needed one more step for the score, and they stop him at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready? 60 by 6.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Go get him. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now throw intended for Drake London. And it's 3rd down now. Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Man downfield, and he finds London. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22, and the Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
He's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Penix here from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Sack.
And air it out on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Field goal attempts coming up from John Parker Romo. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx them.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
And off to Benson to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ready.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Turning to Benson on 3rd. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Jake Bailey on the punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. His work begins at the 31. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
He's back to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
One final shot before the half. Rolling left, buying some time. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Start the half with Robinson. He's out in the clear. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Set up.
To the air with Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. 79 Bronco. Come on, boys. Ready?
Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But that defense is flying around and making the play.
And he might be close to this lead growing again, and that play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see the roll of the dice and continue the series.
And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Penix now to throw. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Come on, set! 70 Timberwolves!
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Dumps it off to Robinson. And in for the Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown! Romo on to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons make it a 24-point ball game.
Dolphins 14. John Parker Romo to kick
Here's
off.
Romo to handle the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. He put everything he had into this one. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. The tight end going in motion right. Tagovailoa trying to get here on 2nd down. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Handoff to Benson from the gun. And they only get a couple, and they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Robinson. He dodged the tackle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down. First and 10 at the 43.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Shut up. 19, shot, Cowboy 80.
Staying with Robinson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's Penix to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's second and 10 from the 21.
Let's go now.
Here's Akers up the middle. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Right at the line of
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
They go to Akers again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. Great try with that first down. Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Here's Romo to handle the kickoff. Here comes Malik Washington. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Malik Washington on the return. Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
They're right here. 19, wait.
Tua looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
And the Dolphins first down.
The give now to Benson. Rolling into enemy territory. And he stops, so that's going to take us to the end of the third. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Ready. All right, go ahead, go.
Benson once more. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
44. Ready.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third and 2. Now Tagovailoa. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Sanders sends it through. And that brings it back within 3 scores at least. The gap now 24.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Agnew on the return.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, set. Get up.
We give inside to Akers. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Once again, it's Akers. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Akers. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Shut up. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, go.
They run. Here's Akers. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up third and...
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Check go.
A give to Akers. Really not developing as they had hoped. So that's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons moments away from their 4th win of the year. So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Let's go now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And instead of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Huard and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.